hear from my agent. And then I wake up to read that Naked Gun 4 is being done with Seth MacFarlane has taken over the franchise. So then we said, why don't we reboot Naked Gun? I may be getting the chronology wrong. The reboot to Naked Gun script could have been first, but I'm elderly.
Unless you're fact-checking yourself.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Everything's wrong, and I actually didn't direct Naked Gun. No. I've got to... so we thought, but we didn't want to do the old cop, the Leslie 60-year-old in a cop station in LA. I've done that. I didn't want to do the third one even.
Right.
So what we did is, but the sense of humor is the same. If we can do our spoof, our good jokes, why not have, it's the son of Leslie Nielsen, as you probably read in it. Yeah. He's a security guard somewhere, and then he gets mixed up with the CIA, and he does a Mission Impossible mission.
Right. So it becomes more of a Mission Impossible spoof in a
Bourne
sense
Identity
than a
and
cop.
Bond.
Yeah.
And that worked.
And that is this.
Yeah.
And should we even say the name now, or we'll keep the name secret because because it's not Naked Gun anymore? Are we shifting to that portion of the conversation?
Well, we called it. The first thing we said, we called it Naked Gun 4. Nordberg did it. Yeah, that was our title. and then we changed it to Naked Impossible, and we brought that script into Paramount.
Right.
And this is around 2018, I think. And the head of production, John Gonda, read it. And we heard through other people that he was laughing so hard all through the script that either his wife or girlfriend at the time came in and said, "What the hell's going on? What are you reading?"
It was hilarious. I mean, I read it on the plane. I told you, the woman next to me was like, "What in the world are you reading right now?" From page one, I was hysterically laughing.
And the story is great. Everything I've learned has gone into this. Anyway, so then we had a meeting at Paramount with Gonda and the woman who was the president of Paramount, and things were going okay, although this woman was a little frightened because we had some very mild joke about the girl had a breast reduction because to fit into the Kevlar vest. It's like not the funniest joke, but she said, "I don't know if you can do that." Oh God!
There's a midget joke in there.
Anyway, time passes. I don't hear from my manager. I don't hear from my agent, and then I wake up to read that Naked Gun 4 is being done with Seth MacFarlane has taken over the franchise.
So it's okay. So this is what, like 2 years ago or so?
2 or 3 years ago.
2 or 3 years ago. So that you never got to know. You just never heard back from
Never heard back.
You are the creator of the entire thing.
Yeah, you would think that team. Maybe, yeah.
You had the script. By all accounts, they liked the script. I'm telling you, this is a fucking funny script. That was my one F-bomb for you're not a big F-bomb guy in comedy.
No, I don't, I want to be judicious about my use.
That was my one.
And I don't like to have my kids say it either. So
yeah.
I've trained them.
You dropped one earlier, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just for emphasis.
To really illustrate the point. So then you find out that they're going to do it. So Warner Brothers is going to do it.
No, Paramount.
Paramount is going to do it. Sorry. Paramount is going to do it. I really was going to blow your mind just then. Right. Warner Brothers is going to do it, actually.
That's new news. Really.
Paramount is going to do it. And was it immediately announced who was going to do it?
No, it was Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah. So, okay. So
Seth MacFarlane had come in and he was going to hire a director and young writers. Everything was, young as opposed to old guys. Yeah. Except that, in my story, we're not doing a 60-year-old actor. We're refreshing it with a young actor. It would have been Andy Samberg, some young comic guy.
So what do you think has happened here? And am I going to actually bludgeon you and make you watch part of that trailer? What do you think?
I don't want to see it again. I didn't want to see it the first time because, there's certain things that you can't unsee once you see them. And that's why I never saw this thing that occurred on the internet years ago. It was called Two Girls, One Cup. And I heard about it, but I didn't want to see it because you can't unsee that stuff.
Should we show him that too?
Oh, God, you really hate me.
To your credit, I completely glossed over it, but you also did not do Airplane 2.
That's right.
For virtually the same reason you're talking about now.
Well,
yeah, which was many years ago, and that was coming off the heels of a massive moneymaker.
But in defense of the Paramount executives then, again, it was Eisner and Katzenberg, and they came to us. Please, will you do Airplane 2? You can really maximize your profit by doing a sequel. So, but we didn't want to do another Airplane movie. But then the three of us came up with, wait a minute, there is a way we could do this. And it's very much like our plan for Naked Gun 4. And that was to Bob and Julie fly down the plane, and he takes her home to meet his family, and it's The Godfather.
Right.
And it would have been
that would have been brilliant.
Yeah, the poster would have been the marionette with a twisted plane, and
because then it's a whole other thing.
It's a whole other thing. Then we're doing The Godfather.
So did you pitch that to them, or they
had
already?
Did. Yeah, pitch it to Eisner.
That's a great idea.
Interestingly enough, they loved it, but they said they better go to Francis to see if it was okay. And Coppola said no, he didn't want us to do it because he wanted to do Godfather 3. Now, looking back on it, everyone would have been better off had we done, Airplane 2, The Godfather.
Right.
Yeah.
And eventually they did make a Godfather spoof, which was with Jay Moore. And it was,
right. But it wasn't a good, by that time it was too old. Anyway, so Airplane 2 opened, and predictably, they didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah.
They didn't know the rules. They didn't know nothing. So it opened, as these things do, and then quickly dropped off once people went and saw that it was, mediocrely funny.
So now getting us back to where we're at the moment.
Yeah.
So this freaking trailer comes out like a month ago for the new one.
Yeah.
You're not involved. I watch it. I'm not going to bludgeon you with it. I kind of want to, but I'm not going to do it to you. I'm just not going to do it to you. It's terrible. So they get, all right. So Liam Neeson, which I think they just chose because it sounds like Leslie Nielsen. And there's a similar serious.
Well, they're going back to the old model. And, so I've given a lot of interviews about this.
Yeah.
And the headlines are, Naked Gun director says he would never have cast Liam Neeson. Now, this is really nothing against Liam. Liam is a perfectly fine actor.
Mm-hmm.
It's the whole concept that I say it shouldn't be done, is like going back to the old Leslie Nielsen model.
Right. All right. So I won't bludgeon you with it, but there will B-roll it while we're talking. So you don't even have to look over there.
Yeah, I won't.
But there's
I won't watch it. Yeah.
Where they use CGI blood in a stabbing. And I thought just that in and of itself is so profoundly different than what anything that you guys would have done. Not just because there wasn't that much CGI when you were doing the originals. There was some. But just like the seriousness of it or something is just lost.
Right. And I mean, we also... we never made Frank Drebin, Leslie Nielsen, into a clown. And even in the trailer, I mean, he's wearing these boxers that are silly. It's just, this is why I don't want to see it again.
Yeah. All right. So then I will not do it to you.
But you can show it to your audience. I don't care about your audience.
I care about my audience.
Yeah, I know.
I've decided not. No, I've made an executive decision now. We're not going to show.
Oh, you're not even going to bludgeon your audience.
I will not. No. We're not going to. All right. So all right. You've got Malta here, which to me seems to be like the passion project that you never got to do, and then you have. And again, is the name...
We changed the name to Counterintelligence, spelled with one L and a J. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what this is right here. But this is the real Naked Gun.
That's the one I think that you read.
Yes. Yeah. How many people have read this?
So we've given it to some agents, production companies. It's like, I don't think the studios get humor anymore.
Right.
They don't know what good or bad is. So we're going to have to raise the money from billionaires.
But I know you're not pissed about it. I know you're not, because we had dinner last night. Right. You're not pissed about it. Like, it's like, okay, they gave it to him, so be it. And Seth MacFarlane is kind of social justice warrior and whatever. Some people like Family Guy, some people don't, or whatever. But why do you think they did not give it to you?
I think because Seth MacFarlane is...
You are thought of as a scary conservative these days or something. You did something with PragerU.
I don't... and I did that movie, American Carol, but still, I don't think it's that. I mean, I may be wrong. Maybe they are saying that, but I think it's more because Seth MacFarlane has, between Family Guy and Ted and some of the other stuff, he has bigger grosses than I did. But that's probably adjusted for, $20.
Sure.
And he's Seth MacFarlane. It's like, when you say Seth MacFarlane, you can hear the chorus, And so I think when he came in, they figure, it's that like that line in Fiddler on the Roof, when you're rich, they think you really know.
Yeah.
And, they went with, it's like The Godfather. It's the smart move. It was the smart move. Tessio.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But
it didn't make sense. Then Tessio, of course, paid the price.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If you're looking to laugh your ass off, check out our comedy playlist. And if you want to watch full interviews on a wide variety of topics, watch our full episode playlist all right over here. And to get notified of all future videos,